Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Today, I want to take some time and answer a question I received from a viewer or viewers. I actually got this question twice on the same day, once in an email and once in the live chat. Could have been the same person, I don't know. So I'm either answering this for one person or two people, but I wanted to answer it. The question they asked me is, what is the perfect round for self-defense? Which round, if you're going to carry it every day to protect your life, should you choose? Well, I think that question is phrased wrong. What the question should say is, what is the perfect round for everyday carry for self-defense, and why is it 357 Magnum? Because I think it's pretty clear it's 357 Magnum. Now, I'm not going to say 357 Magnum is the best round for everything. There is no best round for everything. Everybody wants to find the magic bullet, pun intended, and there is no such thing. There's no one round that's best for everything. It just doesn't exist. So you have to choose what's best for you, and that depends on what you want and what you are comfortable with. It's the same thing with like cars. There's no perfect car. If you live on a windy ass road, like out through a river valley or something, and you want a car that has a solid chassis, good power, handles like a dream, well then maybe you want a Camaro. But if every day to get home you got to go through a rutted dirt road and cross a shallow creek bed to get back to your house, well, that Camaro is probably not going to do the job for you. You'll need something different. And one of the best cars for that would probably be like a Jeep. But then that Jeep's not going to be good on that windy-ass road. So, you find something that's a compromise. Same thing with calibers. You think about what's important to you and you decide what's best for you. For me, it's 357 mag, and I'll tell you why. Now, 357 mag isn't even what I always carry. I often carry 454 Casull. I like it for reasons I'll go into here. But I also carry 357 mag. And when I'm making a decision on what I carry, these are the things that I think are important, and this is how I make my decision, and this is how I would suggest you make yours. Like I said, I can't tell you what's best for you, but I can tell you how I choose my round. First thing I think about is power, performance. Is that round going to do the job? Now, a lot of people say, oh, no, how well you shoot it is the first thing, because shot placement is everything. Well, I disagree, because it doesn't matter how well you place your shot. If it doesn't do the job, then you could be putting yourself in a world of hurt. It's like if someone comes into the mall and starts shooting people with a rifle, because remember, they come with what's the best tool for the job because they don't have to worry about concealing it or anything, like we have to worry about concealing our guns every day. So they're going to outgun us probably, and you're going to want your first shot to do the job. Because if you find yourself shooting and your gun doesn't perform well, that round doesn't stop the perp, well, now all you've done is give away your position to someone who's better armed. Not a good situation to be in. So power and performance is my first concern. Will it get the job done? 357 mag will get the job done. Almost always. You choose a good round, a good loading, a good bullet, a good loading. 357 Magnum, pretty much foolproof. Even if they have soft body armor, choose the right round, go right through it at any reasonable distance. So you are going to be okay as far as power with 357. Now, I like 454 Casull even better because it really packs a wallop. I doubt you'll ever shoot anybody more than once with a 454 Casull, at least not out of necessity. So I like my 454 Casull. Especially, what if I'm attacked by a moose or a polar bear at the bus stop? Not likely to happen in downtown Vancouver, but you never know. So I like my 454 Casull, but 357 Magnum is also good for that. And where 357 Magnum gets a little better is where I consider the next thing. And that is, how well do I shoot it? What's the shootability of this round? Is it easy to control? Am I going to get a second and a third shot quickly? 357 Magnum, it's easy to get second and third shots quickly, especially if you've got a single action option on your handgun, your revolver. You're going to be really putting those bullets on target with a 357. 454 Casull, it can be done. I can do it, but I'm 215 pounds. Not everyone is 215 pounds. Not everyone's over 6 feet tall and thick. So I know I can control it, but most people probably would have a little problem with it. I hurt afterwards, but I can handle it right there at the time. So 357 shines a little better over 454 Casull when it comes to shootability. So that makes it a much better round for an all-around caliber. Because it's powerful enough, it'll get the job done if you get it on target, and it's easy to get on target. Those are the two most important things to me. Now, another thing a lot of people consider is capacity. Now, one place, the capacity is one place where the 357 has another advantage over 454 Casull. Same size gun, you can get 8 rounds of 357 instead of 6 rounds of 454. So that's an advantage. But capacity is not my biggest issue. I don't need 20 rounds. I don't think 20 rounds is ever going to be the definitive difference in a situation where I find myself defending myself with my firearm. I think performance and shot placement are going to be what decides that day. And I'm a firm believer of it doesn't matter how many rounds are left in your gun when you're dead. If you've got 30 rounds of insufficient caliber or a caliber you don't shoot well, if they shoot you first, doesn't matter how many you have left when it happens. If their round actually works and they get it on target. If they have an effective, powerful round that they can shoot. And if they have a rifle, that's going to be the case. So capacity is not my main concern. You might be different. You might think, oh, I'm worried about ninjas or getting into a run and gun battle with a cartel. You know, maybe you live on the southern border. So you like capacity matters. So I'd rather have 16 rounds of 10 millimeter, even though it is not as effective as 357 Magnum. And it's a little easier to shoot. So it's got some pluses there. And it's got more capacity. So if capacity was your number one choice or shootability was your number one choice, 10 millimeter might make more sense to you. 9 millimeter might make more sense if you think, well, I'm never going to really face anything 9 millimeter won't be able to get done. I can shoot 9 millimeter very well and I can get a whole bunch of rounds. That's reasonable thinking. I don't mind that at all. Now, if you start telling people, oh, if you don't put capacity at the top of your list, well, then you're crazy. Well, then I'm going to tell you you're an idiot. I'm going to tell you you're a jerk. Because that's not the case. Every person's different when it comes to what they think is important and what they think is comforting to them. And here's the thing. Real world scenarios don't back up the whole, you need 30 rounds. Now, you can have 30 rounds. Yes, you should. You should be able to have whatever you want. You should be able to carry around a full auto for all I care. But as far as needing it and being comfortable carrying it around, that's a different thing. So you can have as many rounds as you want. I salute you all day. You can even say this is important to me and it's comforting to me. And I support that. But if you try to portray it like it's actually needed and anyone else who doesn't put that first is wrong, well, then you're just a jackass. Probably some sort of tactitard. Because it just doesn't bear out. Like I say, most places, most times you're going to find yourself defending yourself with your firearm. You're only going to fire a couple of rounds. And if you haven't got the bad guy on the run or down before that happens, or by the time that happens, you're probably in a really bad situation that you shouldn't have got yourself into. But like I said, to me, it is power, performance, then placement, and then capacity. Might be a little different for you. And when I put those things together, that's why 357 is the better overall round for me. Like I said, for you, it could be something different, and that's something you got to figure out. Side Guns with your host, me. Whoops, the overhead light's on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another... Well, I think they're answering that question. Hey, everybody. Yankee... No. And that question is... No. In fact, they're answering question that came into me. God damn. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another time and answer an email that came into me. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Just wanting to remind everyone, if you want to support this channel and the programs that we sponsor, or you just want some official Yankee Marshall Posse merchandise, you can go over to tympistolproject.com and there is a wide selection of merchandise over there. Pick yourself out something, buy yourself something nice. Anytime you buy a t-shirt, you get 2 entries into this month's friend drawing. You buy any other item, you get 1 entry into this month's friend drawing, and all profits go to the Pets and Vets Fund that we support. So go on over, get yourself some merch, help save an animal in need, and maybe win a prize. Hey everyone, Yankee here. You know, in my videos, we often cover some complicated subjects with a lot of gray area. So if you would like to further discuss anything said in my videos, please join us in one of my live chats. Live chats are held most days at 6 p.m. Pacific time, except for Monday and Wednesday when they are at 5 p.m. Pacific. There is a clickable link to the live chats in the upper right-hand corner of this video. If you disagree with anything I've said in a video, feel free to participate in Spank the Yank. You can come on the live discussion panel and let me know face to face how I was wrong.